I'm gonna show to you few options to attack. You must be sure that always have more things that you can do. You have to understand more or less the concept, and then you adapt it for yourself, for your game, and for your own body, okay? Also for the situation and the reaction of your partner. So let's do this one a little bit different. Start to pulling him as well. It's important to know how to do that entry. So I'm gonna put my hip up, and once that I put my hip up, at the same time that I will start to put him again on the mat, I'm gonna lift up my legs, putting my knees on the direction of my chest, and that will make him become closer to me, or put the hands on the mat to the fan, and then I can reach the angle here, okay? Once that I'm here, my first option, it will be feel where is the joint, where the joint is pointing. If I feel that the joint is pointing more to myself, I will turn outside and start to apply the pressure, okay? More I push here, more pressure it will be on the elbow, okay? If I feel that the joint is pointing more inside, I'm gonna step on the hip, keep my leg very close to him, okay? I don't want to open a space. And once I start to do the hip escape, I will start to turn myself, okay? Push, pull, and turn. That will be more or less the movement, okay? And also applying a pressure with my own leg over him. Squeezing my legs. And that will make even more worse. Here, sometimes, if you really want to reach the angle of the elbow, sometimes you can, you go very low and he can find a space to start to escape the elbow. Once that you feel that you lose the arm stretched, it's not so stretched anymore. Oh, I will come here. Let's keep the same. Yes. Okay. I will step here on the other side of the hip and do a tiny hip escape, passing my leg over and lock here. And immediately I'm locked this other wrist. Otherwise, if he cross here and start to put weight above me, like opposite, yes, it will be very bad. And this is very difficult to prevent this guard pass, okay? So the first thing that I'm going to do is dominate the wrist. Don't allow him to pull that hand out, okay? Once that I'm here, I have two options. The first one is do a pendulum and start to attack him on the shoulder, okay? Or underhook him, lock very tight, pull him, put his leg over my shoulder, and then I'm gonna use my hip to drive him over me and put him on the other side. Drive him over me and put his back on the mat on the other side. And from here, I like to open, keep that knee on the mat and do a long step to go to top mount, all right? Hip up, let's start like this, hip up. Once that I put my hip down, legs close, okay? It's just one timing. Legs close, overhook here. Once that we are here, if I feel that the elbow is pointing down, inside, I will start to do the hip escape. If he starts to turn the arm, and then I will lose the pressure here. Step on the other side of the hip. Tiny hip escape. Sometimes from here, once that I came here, he will start to posture up. And then I will pass this other leg, like stretching and pass it there. And then I'm gonna use my hamstring here to help me to turn my hip. Once that I'm here, I will cross the arm and grab the head with this other one, okay? That's why it's very important to keep controlling the wrist. Because if I'm going to do the variation for the triangle, I have to control that to cross the arm. And to cross the arm here, I'm gonna put my hip up, like stretching, as the same time that we did before on the guard. Okay? And then I'm gonna cross the arm, trap the head here to don't allow him to posture up. And then this hand here, that it was before on the wrist, I will come to my own shin. Step there on the hip with the outside leg and escape my hip. I want to let my shin on the same line of his neck, okay? So if I have to come here, close, and I still feeling it's not straight, still a little bit diagonal, I'm gonna catch there again, my shin, step again, and do a hip escape again. Okay, of course, you can underhook the legs if you want. You can underhook the armpit if you want to help you to reach the angle, okay? And it's how it's supposed to be. Once that you're here, start to squeeze the legs and it will be very tight, okay? All right, guys, thank you for watching. Stay tuned. Always have more videos, okay? Thank you, my friend.